Men feed off feminine energy. Once you start to see it, you cannot unsee it. If you're spiritually sensitive like me, you'll feel it. Every stare, every glance, every eye contact, you will feel it. Every time they try to pull energy from your aura, you're gonna feel it. And this is not about hating men. No, this is about making you aware of how sacred your energy and how you must protect it, how powerful you are, and you must protect that power. Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hind. Don't forget to show your support by liking and commenting on this video. The feminine energy is life itself. The feminine is the source of life, creation, magnetism, intuition, softness. It's the closest thing to divine in a human form. When you're grounded in your femininity, you glow differently. You walk differently. Your presence is entirely different, and people around you feel that. Men truly feel that. They don't know what it is, but they feel it. It's not imagination. It's energetic truth, okay? That's why, historically, men would go to war just for a woman, okay? Just for a woman. That's how they say, okay? But men did go to war for women. They built empires for a woman. They built a lot of things around the world for a woman, okay? They go above and beyond, give gifts to a woman. There is a reason why people fight to protect or possess a woman. Because your energy gives them life, okay? Your energy, the feminine energy, gives them life, gives the life meaning. Because what's the meaning of life for men if there is no woman in it? There isn't. They don't even realize it, but they're addicted to your energy. Because deep down, they crave the thing that they can never have. Feminine essence. Invisible exchange. How men feed off your energy. Energy exchange is not just physical, it's subtle. Every smile, look, glance, few words, you give validation. Suddenly you feel drained. You boost his ego. You laugh a little bit. That's ego boosting, validating him. Then you feel drained and you wonder, why do I feel drained today? Why? What did I do? I didn't even do much. I don't understand. I feel so drained. You charged him. Just from your smile, from your laugh, you're pouring into him love. You're pouring into him that feminine essence. Okay, just by having a conversation, few words, laughing to his jokes, whatever, that ego boost, that validation that you're giving, he feels charged by it. Meanwhile, you feel drained. So remember to know who you're dealing with. Remember always, energy exchange is not just physical, girls, all right? Every time you give your energy to the wrong man, you're taking away from your own energy. You're watering weeds instead of your own garden. Awareness is power. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Every look, the moment that you start seeing how men seek your energy, your attention, they linger a little bit more just to get a glimpse, just to make eye contact with you. You're gonna start noticing everything around you. The way that they do these things that you think it's silly, but actually they do it to kind of just have just one look at them, okay? Just make one eye contact, just one smile at them, okay? The way their energy changes when you're in the room, when you pull away, actually, they notice that and they start chasing a lot. That's why they always say, once you pull away your energy, once you detach, they start chasing you non-stop, because they feel that energy shifts. The way that just because you're in a room or next to them, they're extra confident, okay? Just when you're around, okay, they suddenly feel extra confident. That's why men always want a woman next to them, because it can make them feel, especially if they're insecure, it can make them feel confident instantly, all right? So this is why when a woman disappears or when a woman pulls away or detaches her energy, a man would feel it, and instantly he will feel lost, he will feel confused, because he doesn't have that source of validation anymore. He doesn't have that source of creation anymore next to him, that feminine essence that he was charging himself from. He doesn't have that anymore, so he feels that, and then he's like, I want more. Like, why am I not feeling that magic anymore, you know, within myself? And by the way, this does not have to be physical. I'm just talking about a feminine being present in a man's life, okay? So that power was never actually his. That validation, that confidence he's feeling was never his. It was always yours. But he lost it the moment that he lost you. He just borrowed it, and that's it, until you took it back. So once you take it back, you pour it back to yourself, okay? Why do you think feminine energy feeds off masculine energy? Masculine energy seeks, feminine energy receives. When unbalanced, masculine energy will start feeding off of the feminine energy, alright? Instead of cherishing it, instead of cherishing and loving it and caring that feminine energy and making it grow, you know, and bright, he craves your softness, because his word is harsh, it's cold, it's logical. So softness is feminine energy, alright? So that's why he feeds off the feminine. He craves it. That's why even emotionally unavailable men come back anyway, not because they love you, alright? Because they're missing that feeling of feeling alive, validated. That's why they come back. You are the closest thing to divine. You are the mirror to the divine, okay? But you're not his battery, alright? You're that sun ray, that warmth in this cold, harsh word of a man, for the man, okay? In the man word. That's what the women are. They're like that sun in the man word, alright? He'll never find anywhere else that warmth. But remember, it's not your job to provide that warmth. Favorite parts: the power of sacred withdrawal, detachment. The moment you detach, the moment you stop giving, you become magnetic, alright? Because you know deep inside you're not the person that's supposed to be given. The feminine does not give. The feminine receives, alright? When you stop explaining, when you stop chasing, over giving, over pouring your love, men feel it. They feel that energy shift immediately. That's when they start chasing like crazy. They see it like a tornado coming their way, okay? They see that detachment, they feel it. It's like a storm coming in the man world. It's like suddenly there is no sun, it's a storm all over the clouds, and they're like, no, I love the sun though. And that's when they start chasing, alright? But this time, of course, don't open the gate. Sit back, stay calm, stay in your energy, and watch the show that's about to start. That's how powerful detachment is. That's how powerful withdrawal is. You don't prove, you don't overgive, you don't chase, you attract. That's what the feminine does, right? You don't prove your worth to nobody. You don't let anybody define your worth neither, alright? So silence is your spell. Detachment is the magic spell. Boundaries are set, and those boundaries are actually your crown. I'm not saying this to say isolate yourself, hate man, don't give your time and energy ever to man, don't date anybody, no. But be selective about it. Have boundaries, strong boundaries, alright? Strong boundaries. Remember, that's your crown. Never let it fall. Never let your crown fall. Your boundaries, never let them fall, alright? Keep them strong. Be very selective who you let into your life. Be very selective. It matters so much. By the way, your partner, your man, your husband is the only family that you get to choose. It's your future family, alright? It's that other part that creates the future family. That's the only thing that you can choose in your life, you know, that you have actually selective power over it. So be extra selective about it, alright? HR doesn't just hire anybody to to work a job. They have criteria, they go through a whole process for it. Interviews, criteria, minimum experience, all of this to see, okay, what are your skills? How are you going to add value to the company? Treat yourself the same way. How is this person adding value? Which skills do they have to add it to my life? To be the parents of my children, the father of my children, to provide everything for my children, for myself, to be there when I'm feeling low, all of that. Be very selective, all right? Notice how your body feels, how your energy feels, how do you feel charged or drained. Your intuition. Connect with your intuition and start feeling, like literally I can read people very well. In a second I can tell if the person have a good heart, good energy or not. And I don't get me wrong, I literally would not even speak to someone that the energy is off. I wouldn't even give them my 5 minutes, all right? Because I'll be like, I literally feel shaken. I literally get this anxiety. I became so spiritual sensitive to the point that I could literally shake if it's the wrong person. Literally, I will feel like anxiety, like I'm starting to get an anxiety attack just because I'm next to the wrong person. So I will not even give them 5 minutes. That's how sensitive I am. So always protect your aura. Protect your aura like your life depends on it, because it literally does. It literally does depend on it though. So no longer, I'm talking even in the street. I'm always wearing sunglasses. I don't make eye contact with random men. No longer eye contact with strangers in the street, anybody. No talking with just randoms and anybody. You're giving your time. I'm so surprised. I went out and I did that mistake, of course, as well when I was younger, didn't know best. A lot of girls I would go out with and they literally be speaking to anybody that would speak to them. Like, I'm not, even if they're not interested, they just feel like they need to be polite. Why do you have that need, like to reply back? Why do you have the need to make the conversation if they're forcing it on you? Did they ask you permission to come speak to you and you said yes? No, they just started talking like they have that right, So no, if you don't want to talk to somebody, if you feel the energy is wrong, you don't have to talk to nobody, and you don't have to justify yourself to anybody. So no entertaining, also DMs, messages just for fun. Literally, the sooner you block people from your life, the better you're gonna have selection. Start blocking and leaving away anything that might be clouding your life, all right? I literally noticed I feel so much peace. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but even if I have people like men that just talk to me like unblocked, like normal, not blocked, I just feel like noise, all right, in my brain. The moment I literally, if a man would speak to me, from the moment a man tries to speak to me, and let's just say that the initial thing is that he passed the initial selection, all right? From that moment, he's being tested every single way, all right? I'm just waiting for him to give me a reason to not block him. That's all. I'm waiting to give him a reason to not block him. And I give him a trial. Literally, I treat my life like this. Amazon gives like free trials. A lot of places give free trials, okay? But they give free trials, and that's what it is. It's a trial for a short amount of time. Have access to you for a short amount of time, and then if you don't pay, you go. Treat yourself the same way. If someone is not pouring into you, if you don't see that they value you, if you don't see that you're showing efforts, everything that you want, whatever criteria you have that they're doing, block, next, okay? Because why would you keep anybody in your life for even a day, for even an hour, for even 2 seconds in your life if you cannot see them in your future? Why would you waste your precious time? I'd rather sleep, I'd rather watch a movie, I'd rather eat, I'd rather go with my girls, I'd rather go for a walk, I'd rather go to the gym. Do you know how many things I can do in 2 seconds? Loads. Why would I give that 2 seconds to anybody? No. Keep your mystery. Don't be available for just anybody. Be very extra selective, but also don't isolate yourself. Find a balance in between. Remember, when your energy is rare, it's priceless. And only a man in his divine masculine energy that works also on himself, done his inner work, will recognize that. It's a queen energy meant only for a king. So don't entertain the frogs, please. You walk in this world with this awareness of your power, of your feminine essence, when you connect with your feminine self and understand that the power that you have is so magical. It's so divine. You become unstoppable. You recognize this, that you have this beautiful light and you need to guard it. And make sure to guard it. Don't let everyone have access to it. People will rise to it. They will rise to meet your standard. They will rise to meet that light, to see that bright light, that sun into their life. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And once you feel your own energy, your own power, you'll never, ever give it away cheaply. Believe me. I'm sure you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to see more of me.